Reading of chapter 36, Girl on Girl Action. I stumbled backward, whipping out the magnum. "Stay away from me," I said, hot spit pouring from my teeth. "I see why he likes you," she said, way too nonchalant for someone who had a magnum pointed at her face. "But you're just today's infatuation. When he tires of you, you'll belong to us." "I'll pull the trigger." My hand trembled like I had cerebral palsy. I probably seemed like a scared 9-year-old ready to pee her pants. And I was. She smirked. "You're cute." "Go to hell," I said. Words from a non-believer. You know who believes? Quentin. "That fucking maniac isn't going to touch me." The gun shook in my hand. "Oh, he'll do more than touch you, sweetheart." "Aw, you're shaking. Am I really that scary?" "I know about your twisted plans. You people are sick." "You don't know the half of it." "I see why William hates you," I said, maneuvering myself for a chance to run. "You think he's some kind of Prince Charming here to save you?" She stepped toward me. "He does make a good first impression, doesn't he?" "Back up," I said, pushing the gun at her face. "Oops," she said, moving closer. "I'm dyslexic. Did you say back up or come closer?" She pressed her forehead to the barrel and laughed. "Do it." "I swear," I said, pulling back the hammer, "I'll blow your goddamn head off." "Then I guess I'll just have to grow a new one, won't I?" "You're insane." She smiled, as if daring me to do it. I should have pulled the trigger. Instead, I bolted to the open gate leading to the train yard. "Where do you think you're going?" she yelled. "I thought we were having a moment." I ran over the rusty tracks and took a left past a second train car. My foot caught on a rail and I went flying, my hands and knees drilled into the gravel. As I picked the gravel from my palms, I peered at my handbag. It was a few yards back, near the end of the train. I was about to race for it when her voice came from around the corner. I grabbed the gun and spun around to the other side of the train, out of sight. "This is kind of fun and all," she said, "but you have no idea what's at stake." I saw her feet from underneath the train as she approached my handbag. "Lost your purse thingy?" she said. She picked it up and rifled through it. "Lipstick, eyeshadow, nail polish. Kind of vain, aren't you? Mace? Now that's more like it. I can respect that. But you should latch it on the outside so you don't have to dig for it." She dropped the purse to the ground. I wanted to tell her I hardly used the makeup, that it was just for backup. But why the hell should I care what she thought anyway? She was trying to kill me. Screw it. I was gonna get a new purse anyway. I took off down the aisle between the two trains. I peered back as I ran. She wasn't there. When I turned around, she was in front of me. She ripped the gun from my grip. "Sweet gun," she said. "Can I have it?" Her palm ran into my chest. My body spun through the air until I collided with the train car. I felt it snap in my spine as I fell to the ground. I coughed, trying to catch my breath. She dropped the gun in front of me. "I'm more of a nice person anyway," she said. I lunged for the gun. She kicked it out of the way. "I didn't realize how much fun this would be. I'm starting to enjoy it." I screamed. "William!" "You think he's like you. He's not like you. He's like us." "I know he's forever." "No, not just forever," she said. "Sweetie, you got it bad. He's done darker things than I could ever dream. He's a cruel, backstabbing prick. I'd sleep with one eye open if I were you." "He's nothing like you people." "How do you think we found you? Wasn't it your phone he called me from?" When I awoke in the car, he was on my cell phone. He said he'd try to call for help. Did he call to give away our location? So that they could take me? I couldn't believe that. "You're lying!" "Oh, love is so goddamn blind," she said, scoffing. "He's a con artist. That's what he does. He lies and cheats. He's played you the whole way. Why would he do that?" "Because he's working with us." "Lying bitch!" "Enough of the name calling. Come on, let's go. Quentin sent me to fetch you. Get up." Crawling on my hands and knees, I scowled at her. "Are you his dog?" I wasn't sure where that came from, but she didn't appreciate my wit. I am no one's dog, she said. She caught my windpipe. I couldn't breathe. Quentin and I share the same vision, that's all. I'm not his lapdog. I don't work for him, I work with him. She raised me up as my feet left the ground. Too bad you won't survive. You'll never get the chance to see what he creates. She squeezed my throat. He will do things with your body you can't even imagine. William pressed the barrel of his revolver to her temple. Oh, I don't know, he said. I have a pretty vivid imagination. He pulled back the hammer, put her down gently. She lowered me to my feet. William! I had a bet with Robbie, she said. Thanks for living. I would have lost $20. Like lightning, she grabbed his gun and twisted him around. He fell on his back. She stood over him, his gun in her hand. Thanks for not disappointing, she said. He grabbed her wrist and pulled her into him. She lost balance and tipped forward. His elbow rammed into her nose. She grabbed his shirt and threw him against the train car, denting the steel. She was fierce. Emery wiped the blood from her nose. I don't want to hurt you, she said. You already have, he said. She swung, but he dove low, tripping her. She fell backward. He put her in a reverse headlock and crack! Snapped her neck. She dropped. He stumbled several yards, grabbing my handbag, and handed it to me. You found my purse. I looked inside. The contents were all there. You should keep better track of your stuff, he said. That's really expensive makeup. I hid the gun in the bag and flung the strap around my shoulder. We were interrupted by crackling sounds, like twigs breaking, or fire blazing, or bones snapping. Emery's vertebrae popped into place as her head twisted back around. You're just, she said, wasting your time. No, he said, taking my hand. I'm wasting Quentin's. I closed my eyes. In a blink, the train yard was gone. So that's the end of that chapter. And they teleported away, by the way. That's what forever people do. They teleport. So when she said she was gone, that's what it was. So again, chapter 36, girl on girl action from The Wanting, supernatural, thriller, urban fantasy. Tons of fun, lots of action, very gripping, hopefully. Very action oriented, very deep and emotionally deep. Maggie's a very complex, interesting character. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. Nothing else for me to say. I'll do a few more of these and send your guys' way. If you guys still like them, I hope you do, because I like doing them. So anyway, have a great week, guys. Stay supernatural. Bye-bye.